Good evening, I'm Josh Hilkeman, and our sports ticker is brought to you by the Department of Health and Human Services. Nebraska volleyball is in action tonight on the road against the number 7 Wisconsin Badgers. The second-ranked Huskers look to stay undefeated in Big Ten play this season. First serve is coming up a little after 8 o'clock Central Time. John Baylor and Lauren Cook-West will have pregame starting at 7 o'clock, right here on the Huskers Radio Network. The Big Ten cross-country championships took place earlier today in Illinois. The Nebraska women finished 11th, while the men took 14th place. Individually for the Huskers, Allie Bainbridge finished 19th, which placed her as second team All-Big Ten. Next up for the Big Red is the NCAA Midwest Regional in Peoria, Illinois, on November 15th. College football tonight, UConn and Georgia State are just about to kick off in East Hartford, Connecticut. At 6:30, Florida Atlantic is hosting South Florida, and 15th-ranked Boise State is at home against San Diego State. Kickoff at 7 o'clock Central Time. Our sports ticker is brought to you by the Department of Health and Human Services. Call a timeout if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. Hour 1 of Sports Nightly is up next, right here on the Huskers Radio Network.
Coming to you live from Memorial Stadium, it's Sports Nightly. All the Huskers, all the time. Sports Nightly is presented to you by the NDOT Highway Safety Office, who remind you to buckle up and put the phone down.
Play action, back to throws. Howard steps, throws, pass is intercepted. Malcolm Hartzog with a pick at the 40, 35, weaving his way to the 30, 25,
Let's
20,
go, baby.
15, 10, down to the 5-yard line out of bounds. Malcolm Hartzog's 4th pick of the year, and the Huskers have it first and goal at the Buckeye 5.
Yeah, it felt like something good was going to happen because they had been staying the course.
Huskers break the huddle. Under center goes Raiola. Huskers go quick, turn, give it off to Dante, right side, leans, dives, touchdown Nebraska. Dante Dowdell puts the Big Red in front, 15-14.
Again, Illinois middle back, roll shot from Raina Terry. Here come the Huskers. Lexi Bergen outside, Taylor Landfair blocked back. Great cover by Laney Choboy. Jack back, right side, Nebraska. Andy Jackson, kaboom! Wow, what an angle, what velocity. Electrifies the demanding crowd. It's 10-9 in Lincoln in the third. Left side roll shot. Taylor Landfair, second contact redirect. Here come the Huskers again. Back row. Harper. Kaboom! Smashing it from the 10-foot line.
Now, here are your hosts, Greg Sharpe and Jessica Coody on the Huskers Radio Network.
Good evening. Friday night sports Nightly, but only for an hour because we got a big old volleyball match coming your way tonight as the Huskers put their 17-match win streak on the line at a place that has not been kind to the Big Red in recent times. The old field house up in Madison. The number 7 Badgers ready to play the Huskers. 7 o'clock pregame. JB, Lauren, they're fired up and ready to go. First serve will be 8 o'clock tonight. This should be a terrific match. Always is. Really, you could make a case this might be the best rivalry in college volleyball. Nebraska and Wisconsin. Should be a blast tonight. Up in Wisconsin, this is the first of 2. The Badgers will return this, come back to Lincoln in a couple of weeks. But Huskers trying to keep it rolling. Have not dropped a match since that SMU match back in early September. So looking forward to that one coming up later tonight. And, hey, got a little football game tomorrow. The Bruins are in town. Might have a little wet weather to deal with tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a little bit. Going to make our Big Ten picks. The big dog, Jessica, going to join me here in a couple of minutes. We'll go through how we all did last week, which was not bad. Everybody did pretty well last week, and then pick some really tough matchups this week, particularly in the Big Ten. This is a week in the Big Ten where you have some really tight spreads, like a 3-point spread at Champaign for Minnesota, Illinois. You got a tight spread between USC and Washington. You got a really tight spread, Northwestern, Purdue, which could be a bit of a pillow fight, right, for that game. So interesting to see how everybody picks the games this week. Also, Military Appreciation Day tomorrow. I've said this all week long, probably boring everybody with it, but it's my favorite pregame show of the year. But they'll also be selling some swag to help benefit military families. We'll tell you a lot more about that coming up later on in the hour as well. Friday night, sports Nightly. How about that? Good stuff there. Cross country, Josh had it in the ticker. I flipped on BTN today, and to my surprise, and maybe they've done this in the past, they televised that live. That was a lot of fun. Kudos to BTN, who has our football game tomorrow, by the way. But kudos to them. They did a really nice job with that sport to show it live and enjoyed that. Huskers competed hard. Didn't finish great in the team standings, but that's, as Coach Sinclair, who oversees the track and field program, they don't divvy a lot of scholarships. Nebraska doesn't divvy a lot of scholarships up to their distance runners. They do more of the jumpers and throwers. That's kind of the backbone of Husker track and field. So it's not really a sport that Nebraska loads up with scholarships, and that's kind of why it's not a big presser for us. Wisconsin's the opposite. They go big into the distance runners. That's kind of where they build their track and field program, and so it certainly helps them out with that as well. So busy Friday night. Huskers and Bruins tomorrow. Malcolm Hartzog not going to play. Tommy Hill will be a game-time decision. Nervous about that secondary. We'll certainly cover that and a lot more in our pregame show tomorrow here on the network. All right, time to do some picks. Step aside, get a break in, get the big dog, get Josh, get Jessica. The whole gang is here. We're going to make some picks next.
In the game of life, we all face tough moments. Sometimes it feels like we're up against a formidable block with no way through. Call, text, or chat 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. Don't wait for the final set. Reach out, speak up, and let's bump, set, and spike this challenge together. Because in Nebraska, we're more than players. We're a supportive community. Remember, in times of need, call a timeout. Call, text, or chat 988. It's okay to ask for help. We're here for you. Every serve, every pass. Go Big Red. Presented by Nebraska DHHS.
As the world's largest family-owned and operated manufacturer of grain storage, drying, and handling equipment, Sukup Manufacturing Company has led the way in innovation, offering top-notch products that empower farmers to thrive. Get ready to tackle your agricultural challenges with Sukup, where innovation meets reliability. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
It's time to review the top 3 highlights of the day. I'm joined as always by my co-anchor Snoop.
Hey, what up, though?
Snoop, number 1 has to be getting the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence at T-Mobile.
Yeah, you should hustle down to T-Mobile like a dog chasing a squirrel chasing a nut.
Nice analogy, Snoop. Dogs do love to chase squirrels.
And squirrels love to chase those nuts.
On to highlight number 2, at T-Mobile, families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
That is very impressive. Y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing with my savings, Snoop. Now, take it away, Snoop.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on them. Now drop that jingle.
The 24 monthly bill credits eligible traded on Go 5G Next. Well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits, and credit stop and balance on required finance agreement too. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
You're going to feel a puff of air.
Jong's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey, Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
No matter what color you wear on game day or what color tractor you drive, there's one color Nebraskans trust to be a partner for life lived well. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska combines national power with Nebraska roots. Awarded the best health insurance experience in the heartland, Blue Cross delivers affordable, high-quality health plans for Medicare groups and individuals. Head to nebraskablue.com to find the coverage that's right for you. Team Blue says, go Big Red.
For almost 50 years, Sid Dillon Buick GMC Cadillac in Fremont has been more than just a dealership. We're a family dedicated to serving yours. Shop Nebraska's #1 volume Buick GMC dealer for the new car, truck, or SUV to fit your needs. We're also your GMC Business Elite dealer for commercial vehicles. Visit us at SidDillonBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
You are what drives us, Sid Dillon. When you're in the stands and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a game-changing moment. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Experience real-time, play-by-play action and control that keeps you ahead. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you be at the game and in the game. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
From family road trips in a spacious SUV to heavy-duty hauling in a powerful truck, Woodhouse has the vehicle to fit your lifestyle. Purchasing a vehicle has never been easier thanks to our streamlined buying process. Browse a huge selection of new or pre-owned vehicles from top brands. View transparent pricing so you can find the vehicle that fits in your budget. And complete your purchase online. Shop when you want, where you want. It's the Woodhouse difference. Get started today at woodhouse.com.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Want to boost Nebraska's economy and help the planet? It's as easy as filling up your tank. Switch to soy-based biodiesel to cut greenhouse gases by up to 74% and support biodiesel growth.
I'm Greg Anderson, a farmer near Newman Grove, Nebraska, and biodiesel has transformed our farm. It cuts emissions, raises the cetane number, and improves fuel lubricity.
So ask for biodiesel where you fill up. It benefits our air, economy, and Nebraska soybean farmers. Nebraska soybeans, feeding, fueling, and innovating for the future.
Welcome back inside our Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center, sponsored by Akrs. They are the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more Akrs solutions for every field. Boy, it's our fun time of the week to do some picks with our Choices Treatment Center picks of the week. Last week was a little rough.
Yes, it was. Well, I honestly didn't watch much football. I was obviously when we were at the game, and then we got back, and I was all in on hoops, but I know I was not very good, so that's all right.
Not rough for all of us, though, right, Jeremiah?
It wasn't terrible. That was some fun games last week.
Yeah.
First of all, did you watch the end of that TCU-Texas Tech game?
I did. Yeah.
That quarterback that's going to kneel it for the game-winning field goal and just fumbles the football. Oh, my goodness. I was like, that has got to be one of the worst ways to lose a football game.
Apparently, TCU's kind of in the middle of this whole helmet communication thing.
Yes, they are.
Word
it's
is.
Curious what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, interesting times. Can we get some of this stuff right ever?
Probably not.
It's just just get it right. It's not hard. It's simple.
Exactly. Well, let's review. Let's see how we did last week. Let's go back to the picks. Washington and Indiana. Jess went out on a limb, thought maybe the Hoosiers' little run would come to an end. It did not. The rest of us went with the Hoosiers. That was a bold pick on your part with that one.
Yeah, it was, but, they didn't have their quarterback, and I thought maybe I'd still won from you guys because I knew everybody would go Indiana. So, you know what? I went out on the limb, like you said, and it didn't pay off. That's all right. High risk. What is it? High risk, high reward. I got the low reward on that one.
And you did the same thing in our next game, Maryland. You went Maryland over Minnesota. The Gophers are playing really well. The rest of us had Minnesota. Penn State. We all went Penn State, but Josh thought Wisconsin could maybe do it. I thought they had a chance. They had opportunities, Josh, but just could not come through, and you dropped that one.
Yeah, the pick six was kind of the turning point. I felt like they had a good shot to stay in it with that home crowd rocking. I thought maybe they had a chance, but that pick six really turned the tide, and then they were completely out of it.
We were split on Michigan State. Jeremiah, you and I thought Sparty could win. I still think they might be the better team, but they didn't get it done.
Yeah, Michigan was able to get it done on the ground, and then defensively they kind of just smothered them out there. And, man, talk about a roller coaster team. Michigan State's got these big wins and the disappointing losses, but I think that program's heading in a really good direction.
I do, too. Notre Dame, we all went with the Irish to beat Navy. That really wasn't much of a game. BYU on the road as an underdog whipped UCF. We all sniffed it out, though. We all had BYU still undefeated. They're pretty impressive if you've not seen them play. They are a pretty impressive team. A&M LSU, this was a really good game down in College Station. And it was Josh thought LSU could go on the road and win. They didn't get it done, but A&M is playing some good football.
Unfortunately, they are. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. I didn't know if that was going to be a good fit with their head coach, and they have found some belief, and they've got it rolling. Which I don't know how that. Good thing they're in the SEC. And the SEC can deal with them.
That quarterback that they put in that can run all over the place. I mean, he looked like Lamar Jackson out there. Dude was just running with the zone read game, and they could not find a way in-game defensively for LSU to adapt to the zone read. Like, they just couldn't figure it out, and then as soon as they tried to just be like, we'll just go all up, he just threw it over their head. I mean, great job coaching, and that quarterback change is going to be interesting to watch that offense for A&M the rest of the year.
Mike Elko doing a good job at A&M. All right, TCU, Texas Tech, a wild finish. Jess and the students had Tech, and for most of the fourth quarter, you thought you were going to get that point, and then TCU miraculously pulls that game out.
I told you that game is always crazy. It always is bonkers. Always something wild happens. That and the one we're going to pick this week with TCU. You never know. So, of course, I'll leave it to Texas Tech to not get it done for me. But, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oklahoma State at Baylor. I'm not a big believer in the Bears, but maybe I should be. Jeremiah you picked up a point on the field, my friend. You were the only one that took the Bears.
Yeah, I liked what the Baylor's been doing. You know, they had the loss to Colorado with the overtime fumble. They putting together some strings of wins. They're finding some confidence on the offensive side of the ball. So went on with a limb with them, and it paid off.
They're popping up on as a possible bowl opponent for Nebraska.
Ooh,
would they do that? Matt Rule playing his old school.
They like those storylines when they can.
I mean, in Nebraska, they know if Nebraska goes bowling, it's going to be a lot of red in whatever city that game is at.
They'll buy a bunch of tickets. Cincinnati at Colorado, pretty good football game. Jeremiah just couldn't stand picking Colorado, so he went with Cincinnati and went down on that one. Would Thomas Fedoni score his first touchdown? Jess, you were confident. He had a good game again. He got some big catches, but not yet finding the end zone. But I think that was worth the pick.
It was. I mean, he was my Cornhusker conversation. I would have felt bad if I didn't give him a shot, but he's getting in. Very well might be Saturday against UCLA. Let's hope so. He deserves it. He's been right there, so he's knocking on the door. I think it happens soon.
Yeah, all right, and good week. I'm just one more thing on that. You know, with Dylan using his legs a little bit more last game, now's when some rollout stuff, some threat in the red zone stuff where teams will suck up a little bit, and that's when you go over the head to a guy like Fedoni coming across the end zone.
All right, with the results from last week, Jeremiah, the students, and myself went 9-2. Josh 8-3, Jess 6-5. The students we got to get going. They're 68-30. Mm-hmm. They have a 5-game lead on Jeremiah, 6-game lead on me, 7-game lead on Josh and Jess. You got to get going. You're 8 back to the students.
Who's in second?
Yep.
Who's in second again? Can you read that one more time, Greg? I think I missed who was in second place there.
We'll rewind the tape later.
Okay,
on that one. So here we go. next man up, next week up. Ohio State at Penn State. To me, this one we don't know about the quarterback situation at Penn State. What is he going to play? Can he go in this game? What does he do? We saw Ohio State last week. Buckeyes are favored by 3.5. I think Ohio State plays like a lot of people think they're going to play. I'm picking the Buckeyes in this game, even on the road.
I think I'll stick with Penn State. Surprise, surprise. At home, I even without the quarterback, I think I'm going to go with Penn State. I think this is their year.
If Penn State had their quarterback, I would go, and we knew he was playing, I would go Penn State. But I don't have confidence in Penn State's offensive line to stop this pass rush without their quarterback back there. So I'm going to go OHIO here.
I'm going to pick Ohio State. Like I said last week, I'm not all bought in on Penn State. Honestly, I feel like their backup gave them a better shot to win than Aller. But
yeah,
I think Nebraska did expose some of Ohio State's weaknesses, especially up front on the O-line. But I still like the Buckeyes in this one.
So, Jess, swimming upstream again with the Penn State. They've been good to you for the last couple of years.
They have been, so I'll keep rolling with them.
All right, Jess, Minnesota, this is surprising, at Illinois, and they're favored on the road by 3, the Gophers.
I don't know about that one. I think I'm going to go with Illinois at home. I know Searles is, again, the big row the boat guy, but I think Illinois is a better football team, so I'm going to go with Illinois.
2 weeks ago, this is a hands-down, no questions asked Illinois pick, but they have really struggled to just find rhythm again. I mean, they've been kind of getting kicked around a little bit, so I'm going to go 7-5 Goldie, as always. They're on the track to do it. Give me Minnesota.
Boy.
Yeah. I wasn't really sure what to think of this one. I've been a row the boat guy this season, but for some reason, I don't know. I'm going to stick with Illinois. I think they get it done here.
Students go Minnesota, so we're divided on this one. How about this? Brett Bielema, as a head coach, has never lost to Minnesota. At his time at Wisconsin and Illinois is 10-0.
Wow.
He makes it 11-0. Illinois holds at home. It's not going to be easy, but I think they hold it home. All right, Jeremiah, this will be a pillow fight. Northwestern at Purdue. Northwestern, the Cats favored by 1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with Northwestern. I don't pick them often. They've always kind of, like, when I don't pick them, they do win. When I do pick them, they don't win. But I'm just going to go here and go with the Wildcats.
Yeah, neither team's good. Purdue is worse. I'll go Northwestern.
Students go Purdue. They think they get their second win of the year. I'm with you guys. I don't like either one of these teams, but to me, the Cats are a little more solid. They'll tackle a little bit better in this game, and I think that makes a difference. I think Northwestern wins on the road.
Yeah, because we're all believing in Northwestern this week, they will not be very good. So
100%.
We all went with them, so except for the students, so they will let us all down once again.
Okay, Josh, to you, Indiana at Michigan State. This game on Peacock. On Saturday.
Yeah. Hoosiers, I think they're proving they're a team with very few weaknesses. They're good. I think the Spartans are capable of winning this game, but they would have to play great. So I'm gonna pick Indiana.
Yep, students are Indiana. I am as well. I think work probably plays a little bit in this game, and I think that's a major difference for Indiana. They are a confident team. Jeremiah mentioned earlier, Sparty's so up and down. I think Indiana goes on the road and keeps this magical ride going.
I'm not picking against Indiana this week, that's for sure.
No, that they are in a special season. They've got lightning in a bottle. I mean, this is not a trap game for them by any means. Their coach has got them all bought in. Indiana all the way.
All right, the big knuckle brawl between Wisconsin and Iowa will be prime time Saturday night. Hawkeyes favored by 3. McNamara's out, concussion protocol. Sullivan's going to quarterback for the Hawkeyes in this game. So you got a battle of backup quarterbacks. I think Iowa at home survives. It will be kind of ugly at times, but give me the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I've got Iowa at home too. I know Wisconsin. A lot of people saying they look better, but I mean they look better against some teams that are pretty not good, as Josh just pointed out, between Northwestern and Purdue. But I still got Iowa in this one, especially at home.
Yeah, Kinnick Ignite. Good luck, Wisconsin. Not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm with you guys so far. Slugfest as usual, I think, between these two teams. I could see Wisconsin winning here, but at home, I think they've proven themselves to be better against better competition than the Badgers.
All right, students with Iowa, so it's a clean sweep from our group, all going with the Hawkeyes. Okay, Jess, USC at Washington. This will be a night game out in Seattle. Trojans on the road, but are favored by 2.5.
This was the toughest one for me this week, but I think, I've been a Washington stan all year long, and they've lost me. They've completely lost me. I'm going with USC. I think they get a win on the road.
Washington's really, it's going to be a tough place to play. It's the old Pac-12 rivalry, if you want to say it that way, right? New rivalry, same rivalry, new division, but I think USC just got a little too much firepower on offense for them, so I think the road team wins with SC.
Yeah, I don't trust either team right now, which makes sense. Both teams are 4-4, so they've had their ups and downs this year. I'm going to just give my pick to the home team here. Hope it works out for me. I'll take Washington.
Okay, students, USC. I'm with USC too. I think USC kind of found something last week in their win over Rutgers. They can score, and their defense has gotten better. Washington's got a bit of a quarterback issue right now. They're not loving Will Rogers as much up in Seattle. I think SC nudges one out. Kind of keeps a little bit of momentum going. Then they have a bye week before the Huskers come to town in 2 weeks. All right, Ole Miss at Arkansas. I threw this on there for Josh, but Jeremiah, you're the first one up in the pick here. Ole Miss favored by 7.
Yeah, I think Jackson Dart and company handle business here, even going on the road with Sue Piggy, so I like Ole Miss.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Greg. I'm done with the Razorbacks.
Oh, come on.
Ole Miss.
Ride or die. I rode with Tom Allen for years.
I wish I could. No, I'm done. Done with them. Ole Miss is better. I've been an Ole Miss guy this year too, so I'll take them.
Students are Ole Miss. I'm Ole Miss as well. I think they're still fighting for a playoff spot. They're just a little bit more talented, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, than Arkansas, but it's not easy to win in Fayetteville. I think it's a close game, but Ole Miss wins.
I got Ole Miss as well. Make it a clean sweep.
Okay. All right, Josh, coming back to the Big 12, Arizona State at Oklahoma State. Sun Devils, a road favorite by 3.
Yeah, I think that the reason is because Oklahoma State just keeps losing. It's hard to have much motivation when you're winless in the conference. I'm going to take Arizona State here. They also have some issues themselves, but I'm going ASU.
All right, students are ASU as well. Oklahoma State, ASU's quarterback Levitt is back, so Jeff Sims will not get the start this week for the Sun Devils. That helps them, but I still think there's something in there for the Cowboys. It got to be a little bit of pride factor, playing at home, night game. Give me the Pokes one more time.
Would you please stop putting Oklahoma State on these picks? Everybody agrees. Stop putting the Pokes on these picks. But I'm with you. I don't know. Their defense is absolutely, it is gross to watch. It is really, really bad, but I don't know. I'm with you. I think they've got to find a way to win at least one conference game. This might be it. So give me the Pokes in this one at home.
Yeah, you just can't help those Oklahoma roots, can you, Jess? I think without Jeff Sims there, the Arizona State is going to win this. If Jeff Sims was starting, I was going to definitely go with Oklahoma State, but give me Arizona State.
Yep, Levitt is back. All right, staying in the Big 12, these two do not like each other. TCU at Baylor. Baylor a 3-point favorite. This is a great rivalry between these two schools. Goes back to their Southwest Conference days. I'm starting to be more and more of a believer in the Bears. Give me Baylor to hold home field advantage and win.
The revivalry is what
they call it?
Yes, yes. So this, you want to talk about a heated rivalry between the Christian schools. They do not like each other. They are not very holy when they play each other. But I am going to go with Baylor at home. I did believe in them last week. I still don't think TCU's that good. I think they've lucked out on a few wins. And I think Baylor, as Searles talked about earlier, has maybe found something, got some momentum going on at home. So give me Baylor. But again, this could be one of those bonkers games that you never know who's going to win this one.
This has got track meet written all over it, right? This has got 52-48 or something ridiculous like that. And yeah, TCU won it last week, but really should have lost to Tech. So I'm definitely going back with the Baylors. I'm riding with Baylor.
Same. I'm picking Baylor. Both teams coming off nice wins, but Baylor to me has just looked a little bit better, at least the past few weeks. So I'm going with them.
Students are Baylor. I'm Baylor as well. So it's a clean sweep for the Bears. A little surprised that nobody went TCU on this one. All right, Pittsburgh undefeated on the road in Dallas against SMU. Jess, the Ponies favored by more than a touchdown over an undefeated team. That's surprising in the spread.
The Ponies have been good to me, so I'm going to go with SMU. Their offense, I know they had a tough one last week, a little bit of a scare, but I think they're pretty salty offensively, and I think both of them undefeated, right? So, or in conference.
Play.
Yeah, so this is a battle for top of the conference, and I'm going to stick with the home team in SMU.
I'm really surprised SMU's favorite is Pittsburgh's done a great job this year. I feel like they've really been a complete football team. They've found ways to win close games. They've had blowouts. They've kind of had everything go their way.
Shout out Chief Orders.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
That's where he is. That's right.
And he was at the game last week.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, right. He was at the Ohio State game. He was in the stands. So,
I think we'll see if Pittsburgh can keep up with SMU's offense. I think that's the key to this one. I don't think they can, so I'll go with SMU.
Jeremiah was spacing out here in the cheap orders. You went with
Pitt.
I went with Pittsburgh.
Pitt. Students go with you, so we got a split decision on this. I'm going to go SMU. Give me the home team. I just think that they're kind of in a rhythm offensively. Pitt's nice little story, undefeated at this point in time, but it's not going to last. Now we're into November. I'll go Pony, so we're split 3-2 on that one. All right, here's our Husker question of the week. UCLA does a really good job defending the run. Do the Huskers gain 100 yards on the ground this week in the game? I'm going to say no. I think Nebraska's going to have to throw the football some against the Bruin defense.
I think they go over 100, but just over 100. So I'm going to say yes, they do go over 100.
I'm going to say yes just because I think Raiola is going to sneak us 30 to 25 to 30 yards with his legs. Right, and then you're going to find a way to get 70 yards on the ground between our three backs, and that's one explosive run away, which I know is fleeting and far and in between for us right now. But I do think that if we want to win this game, which I think we do win this game, we're going to have more than 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes, and here's what I'm picturing is the Huskers getting a lead of 10 points, 14 points, and they're going to sit on the ball, and they're going to run the ball quite a bit in the second half. So I think they get to that 100 mark.
I like it. I like that theory.
Good stuff. Those D tackles for UCLA are monsters. We'll see. Hopefully we can get that done. Good stuff. This will be fun. Good week. A lot of close lines. These lines are tight. tight.
Yeah, there's been some pretty interesting football games being played. Hopefully this week keeps it rolling.
Sure have.
We're entering into the best time of the year. November college football is always phenomenal. Tight races, rivalry games, conference play. I love November college football.
And still a lot on the line with a lot of teams fighting for some positioning in conferences with the college football playoff expansion and the expanded conferences of the SEC, Big Ten. There's still a lot of teams in the mix this is what I think they were envisioning when they expanded everything, is that you still have a lot on the line with only 4 or 5 games left for some of these teams. So it's going to be a big November for a lot of folks, not just a certain few that normally happens in college football.
Going to be fun. Well, those are our Choices Treatment Center picks for the week. If you or someone you know is struggling with problem gambling, free treatment is available in Nebraska. Call Choices 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. For more information, they've got offices in both Lincoln and Columbus. When we come back, it's Military Appreciation Day tomorrow. There's some events going on and some things you can do to help support our military. Jessica's back to tell you more about that next.
Looking for the ultimate sports watching experience? Head to Smash Park in La Vista, home of Husker Hangouts, Omaha's official watch parties. Your go-to spot for epic game day deals, delicious bites, and unbeatable fun. Catch every moment on our massive screens. Challenge friends to pickleball, axe throwing, and other games. Smash Park is where the action happens, whether you're cheering on the Huskers or just enjoying the atmosphere. Smash Park. Visit us today and turn your game day into a game night. Smash Park. Play, drink, eat.
From family road trips in a spacious SUV to heavy-duty hauling in a powerful truck, Woodhouse has the vehicle to fit your lifestyle. Purchasing a vehicle has never been easier thanks to our streamlined buying process. Browse a huge selection of new or pre-owned vehicles from top brands. View transparent pricing so you can find the vehicle that fits in your budget. And complete your purchase online. Shop when you want, where you want. It's the Woodhouse difference. Get started today at woodhouse.com.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect that water is the reason parts of your concrete have gotten so uneven. Walkway tripping hazards, sinking pool deck, cracked driveways are dangerous threats to everyone's safety. But there's one way to learn how your concrete can be lifted. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at groundworks.com. License number C142293.
Nebraskans are choosing chiropractic for better health. Why chiropractic? Because it's safe, drug-free, and a cost-effective treatment option for back and joint pain. Plus, all generations can benefit from natural chiropractic care. Choose chiropractic first for pain relief or to improve your mobility, athletic performance, or overall wellness. Make chiropractic your first choice for better health, and find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraska-chiropractic.org. Get your life back with chiropractic.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is the most powerful Tundra ever. With its electrifying twin-turbo V6, you got everything you need. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats are designed to smooth out the shocks when the ride gets bumpy. The Toyota 4Runner is part mean streak, part wild side, and an all-around icon. Check out that signature power rear window, will ya? Yes, sir, Toyota trucks. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
See your Omaha Metro and Lincoln Toyota dealers. Corwin Toyota of Bellevue, Village Point Toyota of Omaha, Baxter Toyota of La Vista, or Baxter Toyota of Lincoln.
Husker fans, it's game day, and Pizza Hut's got your perfect play. Score the game day special for just $29.99. Get 2 medium 3-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks. Enough to feed 8 hungry fans. Pizza, wings, breadsticks, and more. It's the ultimate lineup to fuel your game day. Check out the full menu online at pizzahut.com or in store. Because remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Husker fans,
Visit a participating AGCO dealer now until November 1st and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets and pregame hospitality passes to the Nebraska versus Wisconsin football game on November 23rd in Lincoln. See your True Turf and Ag locations in Osmond, Columbus, and Falls City, Osceola Implement, and Kearney Equipment to enter for your chance to win this season.
Life doesn't come with guarantees, but working with Rob Seco comes pretty close. Our strategic investments in the seed we offer are designed to directly improve your bottom line. From full trait platforms, breeding and development, to field-by-field planning and seed-driven crop inputs, with Rob Seco, you have precisely what you need to improve plant performance and increase yield. Every farm, every crop, and every acre. Learn more at robseco.com.
Cyber threats are everywhere. When is the last time you stopped to think about how you're protecting your business from potential data breaches, phishing scams, or ransomware? It's time to make cybersecurity a priority for your business. At Hamilton, our unmatched expertise and cutting-edge technology goes beyond basic defense, providing proactive, tailored solutions that keep your data, network, and digital assets protected. Better protection, better cybersecurity with Hamilton. Visit our website at hamiltonisbusiness.com to learn more.
Welcome back inside our Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center, which is sponsored by Akrs, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Akrs, solutions for every field. As we welcome you back to Sports Nightly, I'm Jessica Coody, and coming up, the game against UCLA is Military Appreciation Day. Always a very, very special day here in Lincoln. So many great things that go along that are a part of the celebration all day long. So we're going to chat a little bit about that with Lana Hendricks, the Assistant AD for Licensing and Branding, and Kristen Nett, the Assistant Director of Community and Charity Relations here with the Nebraska Athletics Department. Thank you guys both so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, it's always such a special day, but before we kind of dive into Saturday and what's going on there, let's go back to Operation Hat Trick, and it's a big part of the day. Tell us about that, Lana, and why that's important for Nebraska to be involved with.
Well, we're back. It's Operation Hat Trick Week again. Just as a recap, Operation Hat Trick provides support and awareness for wounded combat veterans, and they do that through the sale of branded merchandise like what I'm wearing today, and then obviously through social media awareness as well. So it's always a fun week here in athletics. We love looking forward to this week, getting ready for this week, and we had some fun activities that we did today with the football team.
Yeah, it's always every year, right, a visit by some of the veterans, some special visit out to football practice. Kristen, tell us about that, what that was like to have some of those veterans out at practice and what you guys all were able to do.
Yeah, we invited 9 military personnel and veterans out today. I gave them a tour of Memorial Stadium, the new Tom Osborne complex, and it was really awesome, and then got to introduce them and their stories and backgrounds to the team. Something really cool that happened was one of the military members had their son in attendance. He was about 2nd grade, and one of the football players came up to him, number 75, Tyler Knack, and asked him, hey, like, do you have a parent in the military? And the kid was like, yeah. And he just shared, you know, his parents were military, so hang in there, and thanks for your resilience, everything like that. It was a really cool moment to see.
Oh, that gives me chills. That's so. What did they think of the tour of the facility?
Oh my gosh, one of the best, the best in the country. They were blown away, and then we finished with lunch in the new training table as well.
Oh, that's so great. What a great story. So, and then also part of the group, a Husker tie, right? Tell us about that.
Yes, we had a active duty member. His name was Jeremy Bender, and he was actually on the Husker football team from 98 to 99 when the Huskers won their Big 12 conference championship. So that was awesome, and great to see the team, you know, get excited about that, seeing one of their own.
Lana, tell me about the luncheon. What was that like, and who all was there at the luncheon?
Yeah, so all 9 guests were invited to the training table, and that in itself was a good thing for them. They just couldn't believe the services that we're providing all of our student athletes. But we had all 9 veterans and their guests out to lunch, and then we had 11 of our other head coaches come and sit with these folks, and just to see, Will Bolt walk in, Fred Hoiberg, we had golf coaches, we had gym coaches, we had track and field, we had tennis. I mean, just again, to see the support, not only from our football team, but from the other head coaches to take the time out of their day to come sit, break bread, share stories, was great.
Lana, you've been a part of this several years now. What does it mean to you that the team wants to be a part of it, that they welcome, those military members and the veterans every single year?
Well, I mean, just the collaboration between football and my department and Kristen's department. Coach Rule loves this. As soon as, we tell him, hey, we're a couple months out, we're starting to plan, he's always wanting to be involved. Susan's always willing to help us and get things moving. And every year, I always have a tearjerker moment. We had it again this year, but every time, every single player takes the time, walks up to every member, shakes their hand, thanks them for their service, every member of the coaching staff. I mean, it just shows how important it is to us here in athletics.
I love that. So this year again, Nebraska won the Excellence in Service Award. Tell us about that and how Nebraska was able to win it yet again.
Yeah, so Operation Hat Trick provides a university with a dollar amount for winning the Excellence in Service Award, and you win that by raising the most awareness for the military in your community and by raising the most money through merchandise sales. So Nebraska Athletics, shamelessly plug here, we've won it 4 times.
Wow.
Most recently, we're back-to-back champs. So we were awarded $30,000 this past year. And on our behalf, Operation Hat Trick gave that money to Wounded Warriors Family Support out of Omaha. And that money this year is going towards their mobility, Wounded Warriors Mobility Support. And what that means is it's a grant to purchase a vehicle for a veteran, and this year it's going to a gentleman that lost his leg in Iraq in 2006. And so we are going to present him with a truck at halftime on Saturday. It's going to be so great.
Oh, wow. So you had mentioned the Wounded Warriors Family Support. Who all does that support? I mean, and you're talking about people that are directly here in Nebraska that they want to help every single day.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So their mission is to provide support to the families of those who have been wounded, injured, or killed during combat operations. And I want to get this right because they do great stuff. They help with caregiver respite, family retreats, the mobility freedom, and then they also offer a veteran welding training program. And again, they're out of Omaha, but they actually help nationally as well, as much as they can. So
that's awesome. Kristen, I know you're new here in this role this year, but how has it been for you just kind of seeing how much this day means to the Nebraska Athletics Department and just what all is going to take place on Saturday? There's a lot of happenings on Saturday.
Yes, there is. It just really means a lot, and it's great. Like Lana was talking about collaboration. Big thank you to the Nebraska National Guard and the Military and Veteran Success Center here on campus at UNL, who helps us and assists us in this day, everything we're doing on Saturday. So outside the stadium, we'll have some military vehicles provided by the Nebraska National Guard out on the west side of the stadium. We'll also have Toys for Tots here collecting monetary donations, which is awesome as the holiday season is coming up, and that's run by volunteers from the Marine Corps, so tying that in. And then inside the stadium, we'll have General Anne Marie Anthony from the Nebraska National Guard do the coin toss before the game, which is really exciting. We'll have a member of each branch of the military, ROTC members, lead the tunnel walk, lead the team out of the tunnel walk in their military wear and holding a flag. So that's going to be really awesome. And then we also have an enlistment ceremony at halftime. So Governor Pillen will enlist 24 members of the military at halftime. And then lastly, sorry, if there wasn't enough said, we also were very fortunate to have some comp tickets to be able to invite out military families and veterans.
Oh, wow. That is just incredible. Lana, you've been, again, part of this athletics department. How much does this day mean to the people in this athletics department? How special is it? And how much has it grown, year in and year out?
Well, first and foremost, I have to thank our fans, because we would not have won 4 times had it not been for Nebraska fans. They're the ones that are going out and purchasing the merchandise, they're the ones tagging and liking and commenting on our videos. I mean, they for sure are the reason that we have won so many times. So I always say we ask our fans with this gear to make a purchase with a purpose, and they are literally going to be able to see the purpose, drive out onto the field on Saturday, and know that every time they go buy that sweatshirt, it's staying here in the state of Nebraska, helping our local veterans. So to me, that couldn't mean any more. I mean, that's just the best part of this day. So
okay, and where can fans purchase it? And even if they're not at the game, you can still purchase it, right? Tell us where and how and all of that good stuff.
So if you come to the game, all of our Fanatics locations are going to have the gear. So just stop at one, either on the outside or inside of the stadium. And then if you are listening from afar or just want to purchase online, it's shop.huskers.com.
And this goes on, even though because the way that the schedule falls this year, it's a little bit earlier, but this is going to go on throughout the month of November, right?
Yes, I mean, you're going to be able to purchase Operation Hat Trick gear. It went live a couple weeks ago, and you're going to be able to purchase it until it's gone, really. So, jump online. But yes, through the month of November, you'll be able to purchase that on shop.huskers.com. And then, again, for the last home game of the year, hopefully we still have some stuff available too.
And you got some new designs this year, right?
We do. We have some new colors, like this one is new. And we've actually got some youth gear this year for the kids. So that was a big push for me to get some kids gear this year.
Oh, that's great. So shop.huskers.com or anywhere of the Fanatics locations here on campus. Lana Hendricks and Kristen Nett, thank you so much for being here with us, and have fun on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, got to step aside for a break here on Sports Nightly. Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1965. Shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse and the official auto dealer of Husker Athletics.
Life doesn't come with guarantees, but working with Rob Seco comes pretty close. Our strategic investments in the seed we offer are designed to directly improve your bottom line. From full trait platforms, breeding and development, to field-by-field planning and seed-driven crop inputs, with Rob Seco, you have precisely what you need to improve plant performance and increase yield. Every farm, every crop, and every acre. Learn more at robseco.com.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time, play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
No matter what color you wear on game day or what color tractor you drive, there's one color Nebraskans trust to be a partner for life lived well. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska combines national power with Nebraska roots. Awarded the best health insurance experience in the heartland, Blue Cross delivers affordable, high-quality health plans for Medicare groups and individuals. Head to nebraskablue.com to find the coverage that's right for you. Team Blue says, go Big Red.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
If you've been looking for a reason to fill up your car with unleaded 88, how about this? Unleaded 88
can help you save big at the pump
and save the planet by cutting greenhouse gas emissions.
Any car 2001 or newer is approved to use unleaded 88. Speaking of good, it's made from corn, which is great for farmers.
As I was saying, if you need a reason to choose unleaded 88, there you have them. Unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind. Visit chooseunleaded88.com to learn more.
Husker fans, visit a participating AGCO dealer now until November 1st and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets and pregame hospitality passes to the Nebraska versus Wisconsin football game on November 23rd in Lincoln. See your True Turf and Ag locations in Osmond, Columbus, and Falls City, Osceola Implement, and Kearney Equipment to enter for your chance to win this season.
Folks, there's a new blood donation competition happening among Big Ten schools, and there is a $1 million prize on the line. The Huskers, Nebraska, currently leading this. Now, the school that wins is going to go to the general fund for the school, so this will go to UNL. But we can't let off the pedal. December the 7th is the deadline, so we got 6 weeks left to go. If you bleed Husker Red, go donate blood and submit to Nebraska at the big10.org website, big10.org/Abbott, before December the 7th. The great thing about this, if you're listening tonight, you don't live in Lincoln, Omaha, you don't even live in Nebraska, and you're like, well, I'd like to do this. You can. Wherever you live, go make the donation. Go online. You'll be able to get a certificate printed out to show that you did donate blood. This would be so awesome if we could hang on to this lead and win this. Jess mentioned last night on the program, Wisconsin fast approaching. So we got to keep those Badgers off of our backside. So big10.org/Abbott. All right, tomorrow the Bruins in town, UCLA 2-5, but boy, have they played a tough schedule. They played Indiana way before we knew Indiana was really good. They go to LSU. They're only down 7 in that game going to the fourth quarter at LSU. End up losing 34-17. Played Oregon, number 1 team in the country. At Penn State, they were down 14-3 at the half, number 3 in the country. So they played number 1, number 3. I'm not sure where LSU is now after the loss to A&M last week. Indiana, though, obviously right near the top 10. They're coming off of a win over Rutgers 2 weeks ago, 35-32. They had a bye week last week, and you just kind of got the sense they're getting better as the season goes along. So, to me, one of the interesting matchups, they're really good defending the run. They only allow 98 yards of rushing per game. That's 13th in the country. I'd like to see Nebraska get a run game going tomorrow, particularly if it's raining. But that may be tough to do. This could be a kind of a battle of the quarterbacks, Dylan for the Cornhuskers, and then Ethan Garbers for UCLA, who's coming off an outstanding game where he was named the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week as he hit 84% of his passes against the Scarlet Knights 2 weeks ago. So, interesting game. UCLA has had trouble with turnovers. They're -7 in the turnover margin. Huskers still on the positive side, although that has been whittled down after the last 2 weeks with Indiana and Ohio State. Nebraska still +2 in that turnover margin. And again, wet football tomorrow. Ball could be a little slippery. You could see some footballs land on the turf tomorrow. Turnovers could be a huge factor in the game. And then what does the weather do to the kicking game? Those are all going to be things we're going to be certainly monitoring tomorrow for the game. 2:30 kickoff, 10:30 pregame. I did see Oklahoma today move their kick time up a couple of hours because they're going to get that same system with some thunderstorms. They're playing the Maine Black Bears tomorrow, so they're going to kick early to get their game in. No time change here. I don't think we're going to have a lot of severe weather, but you could have a bolt of lightning that might delay things for, 30 minutes or so. So we'll monitor that, deal with that tomorrow as it is. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. A little Husker volleyball. The Huskers and the Wisconsin Badgers, a top 10 matchup tonight up at the Fieldhouse in Madison. Huskers, has been 8 years since they've been able to go on the road into this venue and win. Can the number 2 team in the country do it? Can they make it 18 in a row? Can they stay in first place in the Big Ten? This is going to be fun tonight. JB and Lauren coming up on the other side. Don't go away.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Last season was a banner year for the Huskers, winning 5 Big Ten titles. Nebraska also finished in the top 25 in the Directors' Cup standings. Beardmore Subaru congratulates Husker Athletics and Nebraska student athletes for all their achievements and stands behind you again this season. Go Big Red! Beardmore Subaru in Bellevue has the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester, the same trusted SUV it's always been, only more so. Love begins with trust.
Out here, we raise stronger people, stronger crops, and we proudly raise our flag to that. Let the weather, pests, and pressures try to beat us down. We only keep growing up. With the next-gen genetics, the pure acre-for-acre know-how of these soils, and a deep pride of our roots, we're born to raise at Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Preparation is the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Huskers on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane.